Okay guys, so another tutorial. I just wanted to show you a maternity dress that I was doing. I'm designing now. This is the second one I designed. The first one I did was actually for a girl on YouTube, Kharyzma Cash TV. And I had a tutorial, but I may have to look in my files. I'm not sure. My computer crashed, so I don't know if I will be able to retrieve it. But so this is the fabric part of it, and then this is another part of the fabric, which I think is so beautiful. As you can see, it's like a mesh with these beautiful like little floral designs, I guess, embroidered floral all around the dress. It is so beautiful. And so I'm gonna insert a picture right now of what look she was going for. And I'm gonna try to keep it real simple. I have her measurements and everything written down on this paper. And if you're looking at this card in the back, it's my birthday. May 18th was my birthday, which was yesterday. Today's May 19th. So yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I will be using a stretch fabric on the top, which is this beautiful pink. Saki is having a baby girl, so this beautiful pink we'll be using, and it's a stretch fabric. And for the bottom portion, I will be using this, which is like a mesh fabric. These beautiful designs. I got 2 yards of this one, so you can see right there, and I believe 1 yard of this. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my fabric here, and when I took her measurements, she was about, I measured from the top of the bust to below the bust, and I came with a measurement of 7.5. That was a while ago, so she may be bigger now, being that she's expecting. So I'm just gonna add, I got 7.5 inches, I'll round that off to 8 and add 5 inches. If it's too big, I'll cut it down, but I'm going to cut 13 inches, and I've already placed my pin where I'm gonna cut. And you also have the measurement going across. Okay, so when I got her measurement across, it was 36.5 inches. So keep in mind this is stretch fabric, so you don't wanna you wanna kinda have it a little bit smaller so that it could stretch to 36. If it was not stretched, then you know, cut the fabric bigger. So I'm gonna estimate to add, if it's 36, I could probably, because it's gonna be double and go around, I'll probably cut between 16 and 17, because 17 twice is 34 inches, and that should be able to stretch to 36, because this doesn't have that much stretch. But it kind of does, but you want it to remain tight, and I'm going to double the fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Four pieces, because I'm going to double it up. 4 pieces. So I'm going to show you what to do now. You're gonna sew these together, just watch. Okay guys, so you have right sides facing together. You're gonna take it to your machine. You can pin down the sides. Right sides facing together. You're gonna sew down on a zigzag and down here too, and do the same thing with the second part, because one is gonna be your lining. So do that, come back, and I'll show you the next step. Okay guys, so after you've sewn your pieces together, you're gonna take one and put it on the right side out and the other on the inside out. So the one that's on the inside out, you just take it and you put it inside the other. And what you're gonna do basically is just line up your seams so it could be even. Because like I said, you're just using that extra fabric as lining. So you get your pins. I'm running out of pins. I gotta buy me pins. And the thing is, I lose them. I drop them and stuff like that. So I'm tired, guys. It's like 2 something in the morning. I'm trying to get all this work out of the way because I know I have more to come. So I'm just trying to get ahead of myself. So you're basically gonna pin it in place. I'm not going to do that now to save time on camera, but you're just going to basically try to make the 2 pieces 1 piece. And so you can take that to your sewing machine and after you line up the seams, and then just sew it across all the way around on a zigzag, and do the same to the top all the way around on the zigzag, because that's what's going to make it 1 piece. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add elastic. I have white elastic too. So before we add the elastic, let's make this 1 piece, and I'll take you to the next step when we're done with that. Okay guys, so now after you're done making your fabric all 1 piece, you sew the top and the bottom together, you're gonna add the elastic. I'm gonna show you how to do it the beginner way, because my machine was giving me issues, and a lot of times it's because of how I do it with the elastic. When I do it with elastic, sometimes it gives me problems, so I don't want to, make it worse. So this is why I'm doing it this way. But if you want to see how I've added elastic, you can look at some of my other videos. And if some of you need a tutorial on it, I can do that in a separate video. For this one, we're going to do it the beginner way. Which is, first you measure around your waist and you see where this elastic is comfortable for you, and you will add 1 inch onto that. So I've done that. I'm going to be using 2 pieces of elastic, 1 piece for the top above the bust and 1 for the waist. This is a strapless, just so you guys know. So what you're going to do is just take your fabric and fold it over. And I'm using 1 inch elastic. And so you're going to take it to your sewing machine and start at the seam. And then you're just going to sew all the way around on a zigzag stitch. You can also pull the fabric to help give it stretch so that the threads don't break. And when you sew around, you're going to leave a space. You're not going to sew it completely shut. You're going to start from the seam, go all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. And I would say leave about a 1 inch space, because you're going to need a way to insert your elastic. And the way you're going to insert your elastic is you're going to take a safety pin. You're going to put it onto your elastic. And you're just going to feed it all the way through, all the way through, all the way through. When you're done with that, you're going to meet up both parts of the elastic. That's when it's going to overlap about 1 inch, like I told you. And then you're just going to stitch your elastic together. You'll see when you were able to pull it out through, and you take it to the machine and sew that together. And then just, when you finish that, sew back that piece that you had left open. Just follow the seam that you did, the stitch rather. And I'm do the same thing to the bottom, and I'll come back and show you how I'm going to add this part.